Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. Welcome to a new episode of the Blackprint. This is a really dope day. Like it's super exciting. I've had this platform, the Blackprint, really for about 6 months now, and I've been figuring out exactly what I wanted to do with it. So we just brought it back actually within this past week, and I feel like God is shining on us because we got like two of the biggest people around the city of Cleveland who are coming on the podcast today. So this first person that's coming on, listen, I have known this guy, I've been working with this guy for it's been over a decade now. I really was just looking back to the release of his first film, and that was actually what I met him for. So went out to cover that, and it just has grown into a friendship and a relationship where we both have been able to support each other. And I'm really excited to bring him to the platform today. Now, the cool thing is he's actually been on a number of my platforms. So like I've had all these different podcasts and all kinds of shit going on for the last 10 plus years. And a lot of that stuff is still in place and still moving. But the thing that I really appreciate about him that we are going to talk about today is just how supportive he's been, I think, with a lot of people. I mean, definitely with me and getting my brands going and getting to a place where I feel comfortable and I felt like I was just that dude out here. Um, it's times I didn't feel like it, and he was one of the many people who have made me feel like I was like at the top of my game. So like today, this is not just a coincidence that he's coming on. I think that everything happens the way it's supposed to. He's got some amazing things going on. He's always got some amazing things going on, but got some really dope stuff going on right now that we're going to really shed some light on today. And I know a lot of you guys know who I'm talking about because I've been posting stuff for the last few days. And the last 2 days, I've been putting a lot of promo out there. So I know a lot of people are, excited and they know who I'm talking about. I see the numbers are actually going up. So thank you to all of you who are here in the chat rooms and the comments already. I know we are streaming on UGD Podcasting and Radio.info, and then we're also on YouTube and we're on Facebook. So any of those platforms you can do comments on. Make sure that you are in the comment box because I will be highlighting comments. And if you got questions, I will be getting those questions up on the stream. So we are making this interactive. We definitely want you guys to communicate, and we're going to communicate right back with you. But we got a good hour just about for this conversation. So without all the fluff, I'm going to just go ahead and welcome my guest in here. I want you guys to help me to welcome Philly Weeden to the platform. What's up, sir?
What's going on, man?
Listen, man, this is beyond amazing. I'm at a place right now where I'm getting ready to put a book out. Like I'm getting ready to put my first book out, and it's really just centering around the Blackprint. Obviously the title of the podcast, but like my blueprint, my Blackprint to
Hey, man,
succeed.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the name, the Black Print, I immediately went there. I went there.
Yeah,
I felt what you were trying to get across, and I
yeah.
love it. I love
It's
it.
like I gotta tell people like what my blueprint in a sense was like to
Hmm.
get to where I am. And that's not just like the career success, but like the personal success and growth and happiness and
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff. Like
yeah,
I've spent the whole lifetime being depressed. And like the last 5, 6 years, like I've been able to work on that and come out of it and get to a happier place. So now I'm ready to share with people like,
good.
how the hell did I get here? So
Yeah,
that's what
good.
the podcast is about, and then that's what my book is going to be. When hopefully I have that out at the end of the year, and I'm putting a strict deadline because I've been writing this book for about 5 years, so it's coming, man. But
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I know we got a lot to talk about in just a little bit of time. So first things first, I really just want you to talk to the audience, tell people who you are. We got a good handful of people in here already, and people liking the comments. So I'm actually going to the comment room right now to
Okay.
start highlighting some of that stuff. But you could go ahead and start off.
What's going on, everybody? Philly Weeden here, Cleveland's own, Cleveland proud, Philly Weeden here. I have definitely lived the fullest of my life in any capacity. And I look forward to continue to elevate as I pull people along.
What I mean, essentially, we're going to talk about how you got started in this, but like, when did you realize? And I know about the early days and Bally's and all of that kind
Mhm.
of stuff. But when did you realize that, okay, like this is something that I want to do and that I can really, not just make a living out of it, but really, be able to live and feel good about it.
Um, when when I began getting a joy from seeing people's when I began seeing their success.
Okay. Like were you working out yourself at the time, or
Yeah, always. I've always been in the gym in some form, um, whether it's on the business side or whether it's me working out. I've always been in the fitness industry, always.
okay.
I didn't take it seriously though until I remember the conversation I had with myself when I was working out at Bally's, and I'm like, why am I being so serious? Or why am I coming here every day and I'm not even taking it serious? And I remember when it clicked because I just said that to myself, and ever since then it's just been I just been
Yeah.
I'm a person who likes to hold himself accountable. So that's why I have this no nonsense approach to training and fitness is because I'm holding myself to the same standard. And if I can do it, then I know it can be done.
What was it like? What made it click?
Me just checking myself. I checked myself. Yeah,
Okay.
and like I said, what's the point of me coming to this gym every day working out when I'm not trying to change? And that's when it clicked.
Okay. So it clicked for you. You said, okay, people are coming to me, people are changing their lives, like people are growing, like they're getting to that next phase. So now I think I want to go into, obviously doing this for a
Mhm.
living. So then what was your steps after that?
Um, I just went to Bally's, put me through schooling, where I got my certification as a trainer.
Okay.
And it was just after then I knew that my approach to fitness would then change the way people see fitness around me,
Right.
and I just had to be influential in people's lives around me who wanted to take the risk of supporting me.
Yeah. How difficult was it for you to kind of move from phase to phase, with and getting started with that, given just competition and other people in the field and people that may try to push you back or hold you down or keep you from, like, what was that process like?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't see competition. As saturated as fitness industry is, I don't see competition
Yeah,
because I truly believe that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing.
absolutely.
So therefore, I don't see what others are doing. So I really focus on what I have to do and the people around me are doing,
Absolutely.
because to me they matter. They matter more than me having to worry about, do I have the best gym or do I have the best classes or do I have the
Yeah,
best this and that. I just do whatever I do. Since I've been doing things in life, I have done the things that I've done to the highest standard or capacity that I can, period.
yeah,
And if I can do more inside of what I'm doing, then I seek help in wanting to be more or be better. But I swear to you that I don't know what other gyms are doing, what other trainers are doing, unless it's brought to me,
you're right,
or I just
right,
happen
right.
to see it or something like that. But other than that, I promise you, I'm not checking on other. I'm not seeing what's going
Absolutely.
on.
But that's how it should be, though, is that
Mhm.
you're not checking on the other person. And I mean,
Right.
it's always going to be other people out there doing whatever. But
Mhm.
if you're doing your own thing, I think that everybody has their own niche and
Absolutely.
everybody does what they
Absolutely.
do. And
Absolutely.
it's the same with me with media. Like, obviously, there's a
Mhm.
ton of people here in Cleveland who are
Yeah.
doing podcasts and doing radio and doing celebrity red carpets and all of that kind of stuff. And
Mhm.
I've never been in a position or in a phase where I felt like I was in competition with somebody or I
Right.
had to outdo
Right.
somebody, because I feel like they do what they do and I do what I do. and
Right.
it's
Your audience,
different things.
it's when you accept what you're doing, you know that your audience is your audience. When
Absolutely,
I accept the things that I'm doing, I know that my clients is my clients.
absolutely,
You know, and so I'm not worried about nobody else's clients. I'm not worried about
absolutely,
nobody else's gym. I'm not worried about nobody else's
absolutely,
class because mine is mine, and who's for me will be there.
absolutely. Like,
Mhm.
did you always want to be an entrepreneur?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I have because at the age of 22, um, I remember my wife at the time. Well, I said that like I'm married now. Uh, my ex-wife. All right, my ex-wife. I remember the conversation when she was just like, "Why can't you just work a 9 to 5 and just come home?"
Yes,
And I told her, I said I would never be that guy because I had a job, but I was still aspiring to do other things. You
absolutely.
know. And I told her this is at the age of 22. So yeah, I can say I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur.
What What is your advice to people? I think it's good that you brought that up because I like when I talk about my ex-wife, I say the same thing. Like, well, my wife at the time, as
Mhm.
though
Yeah,
I'm married now, but it kind of it's kind of the same sing song for a lot of people who are in relationships. I'm not gonna say just married, but people
Mhm.
who are in relationships and they're pushing for a goal and entrepreneurship and that sort of thing. Like the spouse wants them to just work a 9 to 5 because yourself being an entrepreneur and running businesses, like it pulls your time and you're like here
Absolutely,
and there and everywhere. So what is
absolutely.
your advice to anybody else? And I'm quite sure that like your people listen, when you say you doing something, your people be there. So I know damn
Yeah.
well all these people that's in the thing right now is Philly Weeden people. Like I ain't even going front. But I know I say that to say I know it's a lot of entrepreneurs in there
Yeah,
because a good percentage of your clients have their own businesses in there.
absolutely, absolutely.
So what is your advice to any of them or anyone for that matter who is dealing with that? And I still deal with that now, even on just the dating tip. Like it's hard as hell to date anybody because people think you don't have time for them or you're not
Yeah.
vested or you're not interested because of the
Mhm.
business. But the business pulls you
Mhm.
in many directions.
Yeah, man. I'm just when it comes, I've always been one who has, as hard as this may sound or seem, I've always told myself, don't make me choose.
Right.
Right. And when I say that, I mean, if I'm dealing with a relationship at the time and what I do as a living, don't make me choose.
Yes.
Because if you make me choose, you're not going to be the one that I choose.
Yeah. Absolutely. Pretty much. Yeah.
And I'm just being
But I
100%.
say the same thing though. Like I don't ever want to be in a spot or a position where I have to choose between the hustle or what I'm really pushing for and that
Yeah,
because I'm gonna choose what I'm pushing for.
absolutely. Because the thing about it is that me wanting to do work satisfies me. It satisfies what I do. It makes me feel good. It reassures me that I'm doing a purposeful work in this world, right?
Absolutely.
Me being in a relationship, it just satisfies, you know, my flesh, my feelings,
Yeah.
things like that. But me actually doing my job and working every day satisfies my purpose. And it makes me feel like, and the reason why I say that is because I'm it's blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like the facility is blessed. The people are blessed. The people
Yeah.
around me are blessed. I'm blessed. So if God don't bless what he didn't ordain, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm able to be as good as I am in doing the things I do because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Right. So as I've always entered into a relationship with the same mindset, man. Don't make me choose. Just understand that I'm trying to work both, right? I'm trying to make sure that you're okay, and if we need to talk, we need to talk. I'm there. We can do all of that. But just don't make me choose.
Yeah.
Don't make me feel like I gotta choose
Absolutely.
because I promise you, I won't choose you. And
Absolutely,
then
absolutely.
and to be 100% honest, I'm okay with walking away with that
Yeah,
because like I've it's been many relationships, man, where I've talked to myself first, for weeks and months. Like, you got to have this conversation. I'm telling myself this,
yeah,
and so when I go to this person with this conversation, I'm already preparing myself to know that I'm walking away from you
yeah.
because if it doesn't go this way, I have to go this way.
Absolutely.
So if the conversation that you and I need to have, and you're telling me that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, then, because trust me, man, I want to be the best man in
Yeah,
your world.
yeah,
I want to be the best man in your world. I want to be the one there for you. I want to be the one that you call on, you lean on, that you hold on to. I want to be all of that.
yeah.
But if I feel like you're trying to pull me away or tug me away or push me away, then I'm going to feel like I need to go where I'm satisfied, where I feel like I'm doing the Lord's work. And it ain't with you.
Absolutely. I love the way you put that. And I'm gonna just interject real quick with some comments. I want to say thank you to the people who are in the comments. You got Mo Tucker, Cat Queen, Sharon Reese, whose comment is actually up on the screen. She said, with the right person, they'll never make you choose.
Amen.
Cat Queen, she's got a few different comments in here, and I'm gonna sprinkle some of hers in throughout. But she also put in here, it's important to be equally yoked. So there is no issue. I think a lot of people in the comments are definitely on the same page. Um, I'm in that spot because it's just like I don't want to be forced to choose, and I'm
Yeah.
just like being on the media side. First and foremost, I know how I move, and I know that
Mhm.
my brain is always. I mean, you see all the shit that I put out here, so my brain is
Yeah.
always clicking, and I'm always working on something, and I got something different coming out, and talking to this person and that person, and sometimes you just it ain't that much time in the world.
Nah.
So I get it. I absolutely get it. Mo Tucker, she says a safe space.
Yeah.
I actually got some questions in here related to just tips on working out. So I mean, we'll get to those closer to the end. Cat Queen, she says some people don't understand entrepreneurship. Um,
Amen.
I think that's definitely the truth too. So
Yeah.
kind of fast forward a little bit, take us to the point of you starting, I'll say your, well, not even the first location, but just you starting launching your brand in your gym. Kind of take us to that and you doing that.
Okay. So the vote was never my idea. It was never. I didn't think that me owning a gym was my my thing,
Yeah,
right? Um, I mean, I definitely have the background in doing so through my experience in working at Bally's. At Bally's, I worked literally every field inside of that business. I worked. I was the janitor.
yeah,
I was the receptionist. I was the pro shop attendant. I was the pro shop manager. I was the operations manager. I was a personal trainer. I worked every position that a gym has. I worked it. And when I say I worked it, I really worked it. I knew what I was doing. I wanted to do it, you know. And so when my brother decided to, leave Naturally Gifted, you know, I didn't want a gym. And I remember telling him, I said, man, I don't want Naturally Gifted because it became a place that I just didn't want. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want this. This is
yeah.
not what my vision of this is. I don't know
Right.
nothing about boot camps. I don't know nothing about none of this. And Naturally Gifted to me was a boot camp gym. It was just a boot camp gym, and I didn't know nothing about it. Training, I knew. The business of a gym, I knew.
Yeah,
So when he left, and people was like, "Philly, what you gonna do? You got to keep the gym. You got to keep the gym. What you gonna do?" And in my mind, I'm like, I'm just about to open up something, a storefront, and train my clients. That's all I wanted to do was to be a trainer. But I knew that it was a lot more people, or a lot more people other than my clients, who was depending on a facility.
yeah,
So I got with the landlord, and I was like, I'll take upstairs, and she told me, she was like, Philly, if you take it, then you could be hands on. You can decide where a wall go. You can decide what fixtures you want. You can decide what color walls, flooring, whatever. You
yeah.
could be hands on with the people, and you can make it your own. And I was like, nah, I can do it.
Yeah.
So, I did it. And again, like I said, I know the business of a gym. I know the infrastructure of what it's supposed to be like, or run like. And I can only do it, I can only model it the way it is because my experience with Bally's. Bally's was a very successful franchise. And that was my start from the time I was 17 years old till, I don't know, late 20s.
Yeah.
And I know that because I that was in me. It was in me, and I was just like, "This is how I got to do it."
Yeah. I just like I just want to cut in to kind of speak to what the vote represents. I'll say just for me,
Okay.
and I'm not even I'm, shit. I'm not a regular, but like I don't make it. I don't make it, but to one of the 3 classes a week. If I make it to that
It's
one,
okay, man. It's okay.
I have a comment up here on the screen from Mo Tucker. She said the vote saved me. Thank you, Mo,
Yeah.
because I see a number
Thanks,
of
Mo.
comments that you had in there in the comment box too. But I really hold her sentiments because even though I don't come regularly, and Joy be dragging me so bad because I don't come regularly. Like she said, well, you can't make it to all 3 classes. Ain't no point of you coming to one. And I'm like, Joy,
Dang, Joy.
but it's cool though because I swear to God, man, like I tell a lot of people, like you're helping somebody even if they don't tell you and you have no clue. Like you helping a lot of people. And I know when I first met you, I feel like I was way out of shape. Like I probably was 250 pounds, if not more. Like my biggest was 325. So
Okay.
like my weight, I have lupus, so my weight fluctuates anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just know that I was out of shape. Like I wasn't thinking about no damn gym. You wasn't gonna catch me dead or alive in naturally gifted. Like I knew about naturally gifted, and I was like, shit, I ain't going to that class. and when I finally, I guess, built up the guts to actually come to the class, I remember. You still there? Okay. I remember when I finally got the guts to come to the class, and it was down in the basement, and I asked. I think I asked you. I was like, well, what about the step class? And you was like, that ain't me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit. I said I done struck a nerve or something. I said I ain't said shit else. So then
Yeah.
I think I ain't come no more probably for like a year.
Okay.
But just even the one time a week that I come, like it builds so much confidence. And I told you, like I
Yeah.
went through like this period, like a long period where I probably was depressed my whole life. And it never really surfaced until the divorce came. So then that was like 6-7 years ago. So
Yeah.
it was just like coming to that class, like it helped, man. Like it helps just with me keeping my weight down. Like I done took a lot of weight off in the last 6-7 months now.
Good.
Like
Good.
it's cool. And I be telling myself, okay, I'm gonna go to class one day. I'm gonna go to class one day. And I swear to God, I'm coming like probably in the next few weeks or whatever. I'm gonna build myself up to get there. But all of that, just to say, like, your gym has, like, you have really helped. Just because I see
Thank
what's
you.
going on and I see the
Thank you.
Instagram stuff and I see the videos
Yeah.
and that's why I constantly try to support and have you on.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you for what you've done just kind of on all fronts and whatnot. And I know a lot of people in the comments share those sentiments, but I just thought
Thank
about
you.
it when I saw Mo Tucker's comment. But I feel like you have saved a lot of people. Like,
Thank you.
what does that do for you in your mind to know that so many people are having this takeaway and this positivity from, in their lives from coming to your facility?
It's reassurance. It's reassurance that I'm doing, as cliche as it sounds and as funny as it may sound, I'm doing the Lord's work. Because
I don't think it's cliche at all.
I'm just saying, like, I'm literally doing the Lord's work because I get happy, I get excited when I see others succeed. And I always say this, man, like, when was the last time in the 40s, in your age of 30s to 40s, that you did something that you accomplished that you felt good about when it's about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, people 40, 50 years old are now getting trophies and they're getting, high fives and hugs. And,
Yeah.
like, last time that happened, you probably was in high school, you know what I'm saying? Or graduated college or something like that, but not in the field where, because in the fitness field, in the fitness community, in the fitness industry, it's all about self,
Yeah,
right? So this is something that you did for yourself. This is something that you did to make yourself feel better, look better, to achieve like the in the world of fitness, man, it impacts the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like it changes your mindset when you approach your own work.
absolutely.
It changes your, you know, it questions how you feel when you know when you have a relationship outside and all this stuff, man. It just makes you see things differently. It makes you feel like you can accomplish anything. It makes you feel like you can do anything. And that's why it's so important, man, that you know, like when a person signs up for training for me, the first thing I ask them is, what is your goal? Because this is what brought you here. So we have to achieve this goal. If you say you want to lose 30 pounds, I have to hold you to that. We're not going to lose 29. We're not going to lose 28.
Correct.
And we got to get 30 because 30 is the goal. Now, when we get to 30, if you feel like you need to lose more, let's lose more. If you feel like you know 30 is fine, I want to go up. I don't like the way I look. We can go up, but we got to get to that goal
Yeah,
because if I let you slide with having 28 pounds and not 30, then you're going to feel that way about life.
absolutely,
You're
absolutely,
going to feel like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm cool. I ain't got to finish it. You have to
absolutely.
finish whatever it is you said you wanted to do. You know, so you have to fall in love with being a goal digger.
Yeah,
You have to fall in love with that. You have to fall in love with doing what you said you were going to do. And that's why I am the way I am. You know, I let a client go, you know, a few years back, you know, because she wanted to lose 15 pounds and she got to 10 and she's like, I'm cool. I said, no, we have 5 more to go.
yeah,
She said, Philly, I don't want to do, I don't do that. I'm fine. I'm like, I said, but you said you had a goal. You said you had a goal. Let's get to the goal first. We can always go back up and wait. But the goal is just a mindset thing for me to feel like I knew I can do it, or I don't think I could do it, and you did it. So now you feel like I can conquer the world because you absolutely can conquer the world. It
absolutely.
just takes work.
Yeah,
It takes work, and if you have somebody in your corner that is that has their hand in the small of your back and their voice in your ear telling you can do it, go go go, then take the guidance
yeah,
and accomplish the goal. Because when you accomplish the goal, nothing that you set forth to do, you won't accomplish. You will always accomplish it.
absolutely. I think this is a what I'm saying now. I think it's really praise to you again, and really a kudos because like when I do come to the classes,
Mhm.
what I have always enjoyed is the fact that not only do you work out and we see you actually do the routine and you're doing the workout and all that shit and you kind of scare some of us off like damn forget it like I ain't gonna get
Man, come on, man.
but in all honesty though like you're moving around and like you're supporting people and you
Yeah,
big up
yeah.
in people and it's like that goes a long way man like I've
Mhm.
never until I met you I've never ever really trusted the trainer because
Wow.
I feel like people like they're always like they're out for money, which a
Yeah,
lot of them are. They
yeah.
just want your
That's
money,
true. They are.
and a lot of them are they're not fit. So I mean they need a trainer themselves, and that's I ain't trying to make you fall out the chair, man, but that's a reality. That's a reality, man. Go to eSporta. Like
It is. It
it's
is,
a
man. It
number of
is.
them that you know you be paying this high dollar amount, and a lot of them are not fit themselves, and then they hollering at you and they telling you and like, listen, you ain't gonna be hollering at me, and you ain't doing your thing already. But
Trust me, man. I understand. I
but you know
understand.
it's true though. so,
Yes, it is. I
so
get it.
I just say that to say like I realize why so many people come to you, and I realize why so many people have so much success with you, and they absolutely will not leave you. Mo Tucker says
Mhm.
Philly will hold your feet to the fire. Um, obviously, you got a lot of hand claps in here, you know, laughing emojis, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool because, like I said too, like your people are there and they truly support you. Like
Mhm.
when we did the Buzzworthy and
Mhm.
had you out at the theater, like all them people was your
Yeah.
people. And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's cool. Like I ain't arguing, I ain't fussing or nothing like that. But it's dope to see though, like when
Yeah.
you have people truly supporting you. which I think really leads us into, all of the other things that you have going on. Obviously, I met you on the playwright side.
Mhm.
You've done so many projects of that nature, and now you're stepping into even the TV side of it, and you have like the competition shows. Like, talk a little bit about that, like that piece of your journey right now.
Well, that definitely wasn't my doing. Because I mean, I've been approached a couple times about, wanting to do a reality show, and I declined
Yeah,
every time because it was about me, right? And I'm I have a boring life, right? Like my life is boring. Like outside of my work, my life is boring. My personal life is boring. Like,
yeah,
and so I've always declined that because it's like you're not about to write something on me like Flea's drama. He's outside. Like I don't do none of that stuff.
yeah,
I don't do none of that stuff. Like I literally work, go home. Like
yeah.
and that's and where and look, like I will show you around, but I don't want to show you around. But nothing is on, no TV is on. Like I'm just literally like it's quiet. Like I my
The thing
and
is,
the,
I get it because I mean the reality is I kind of live the same way too. Like people would think that because I'm on the media side and I'm talking to this person and going to this show
yeah,
and doing that I'm really out there. But
yeah.
the reality is I'm really, really not. Like
Really not.
I
Really,
ain't,
I'm really
I ain't
not
sat
that
in my
guy.
living room and watched TV in probably 5 months. Like
Yeah,
the same blanket I had on the couch 5 months ago is still sitting there, and I ain't had
yeah,
the TV on, and
yeah,
I'm constantly just working and hustling and figuring out something to
yeah,
do with the brand,
yeah,
and I don't really care about all the other stuff. And I don't know if
yeah.
it's an age thing, but I don't think I've ever been there though. Like
No, it's just that it's just that you've accepted a place in your life where you're at peace,
yeah,
right?
look, and Sharon Renee, she just said peaceful is peace. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah, you at peace. And I mean, and my thing is like I'm never out to show someone or like let someone feel like I have something to prove. I don't because that's not a peaceful place. To prove something to somebody doesn't you don't have peace. You don't have. I don't want to prove nothing to nobody. I'm not set out for that. I literally want to go to work, do my job, and when I leave there, I want to just be left alone.
yeah,
Like so I mean so I say all that to say that's why I declined all the show offers was because like it was about me and I was like don't nobody want to see that, don't nobody want to see a person do what I do at work and then when I leave there now, look, I was like, what the camera's gonna do? Sit there and watch me sit? Like, cause that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just
yeah,
gonna sit. Like, and I really need quiet because my business world is so loud. It's so loud. There's so many people. It's lights everywhere. It's noise. It's loud. So when I come home, it's literally the complete opposite. Like I have neutral colors. Like it's like everything has to be calming to me
yeah,
because I don't want to be turned up 24 hours in my day. I don't want to have to live, or be a different way
yeah,
in order to do something. So no. So then what happened was Mo Tucker, she reached out and was like, hey, I want to come up and I want you to transform me. You got 30 days. Think you can do it? It's like, you think you can do it? And I was like, I absolutely can. All you got to do is listen to me. If you're willing to listen to me, I can lead you to wherever you got to go. You just got to listen. And I've come to realize that listening is the hardest thing an adult can do is
yeah.
to listen.
It is.
Right.
At
Um,
least for me. So it is.
yeah, yeah, it's the hardest thing to do. But I was like, as long as you listen to me, I can get you to where you got to get to. So in 30 days, man, she achieved great results. So she was like, I got to keep going. So I'm extending my stay. So then so we did it. I kept training her. She kept losing weight. She kept shaping up. And then she was like, she just said, Philly, man, people need to see this. People need to know that this can actually happen and that people can get results and do all this stuff. She's like,
Yeah.
let's do a reality show. And I'm like, nah. And
The
she's like,
funny thing is, I know Mo, and
mm.
when you say you got 30 days, you think that sound like Mo, like
right,
and I don't even know her all that well, but I know her
right,
well.
right.
And just that alone, that sounds like Bo. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So I declined. She's like, "It's a reality show." And I said, "No." And she
yeah,
said, and again, I said the same thing. I said, when I leave here, I said, don't nobody want to see a trainer sitting at home in the dark, just sitting there. Like I can sit in the dark for hours, no noise, no nothing, just sit there. Me and my brain. I can sit there.
yeah,
And she was like, "No." She said, "No, no, it's just about you working." I said, "Then I can do it.
yeah,
That's something I can do. If the cameras stay here at this work, at this job, at this
yeah,
facility, then I can do that, because here I have to be somebody else. Here I have to be an extrovert. I have to be attentive. I have to be,
yeah,
I have to be
yeah,
that guy. And
yeah,
I can do that. But when I'm not around all that, I don't want to be at home faking it. I don't want to be having to go to an event or to a club or to a
yeah,
lounge. That's not me. I don't want to have to do all that.
yeah.
And so she was like, "No, we're just gonna center it around fitness." And there we go.
I think it's dope, man. And one of the many things that I've gotten from you is really just standing in my purpose. So like a lot of what I do, like right now, I don't do nothing that don't center around media and what I'm doing out here. I until now I have not worked for anybody for the last 3 years. I ain't had no job,
Man,
no nothing. I'm like I will not.
blessing. It's a blessing. Yeah.
Um, not the new blessing is that I went and picked up this job, but it's
Ain't no,
cool.
hey,
But
ain't
it's
nothing
cool
wrong
because
with
you
it,
gotta
man.
do
I
what you gotta
promise
do.
you, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. You got to do what you
Nah.
got to do.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
was blessed to have that 3 years where I had nothing but time to figure out the direction
Figure
in
it
which
out. Yeah.
and
Figure
do
it
what
out.
I need
Yeah.
to do because I
Man,
was
and
tired of depending on
it's
somebody else to make my stuff happen, and I
mhm.
needed to get to a place where I could just make it all happen myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And
that's really
it's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that, because I remember a conversation that I had with the cast of the show, and I told them, I said, "Man, when I'm in this box, when I operate inside of this box, all the things that I only love to do, all the things that I only love to do, when I'm in this box, I'm a dog. I'm
and
a
Mo
dog."
said nobody wants to see you, Otis.
And I say, inside this box, I'm a dog. I said, but I said, but when I want to do something else outside this box, then I can't be the person I'm supposed to be. So I only align myself and do the things that I'm only able to do because I love them. I don't want to do nothing else.
Yeah,
If it does not align with my purpose or the things that I feel I need to do, I don't care how much it is, how much I'll get. I don't care about none of that. I'm not
yeah,
going to do it because I'm not going to feel fulfilled.
yeah,
So I was like, and then I told him, I said, "Man, I said, when I operate in this box, I'm a dog, and I only want to do things inside of this box. So I'm only in my own world. I'm not thinking about nobody else and what they doing and what they got going on. I'm in this box,
yeah.
and it's proven to be a success."
Yeah, it's funny. I was saying too, it's funny when I first saw about the reality show. This was like maybe back in probably November, December, or something like that. And it was when I was getting ready to start trying to take this weight off. And I was
Mhm.
like, damn, like I should sign up for the show. And I swear to God, I was trying to place everything like, okay, how can I go and do this show and had his time off to go and film and all of that stuff. I was gonna sign up, man. Like I was really gonna
You
sign
should
up.
have. You should have.
But you know what? I just was like, yeah, I'm trying to get to this place and get this weight off. But
Mhm.
again, I was like, everything that I'm doing has to center around my media and
Yeah.
all of that
Yeah.
stuff. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a place anymore where I was for so many years where I could do it, but then I couldn't do it because I had to go work or I had to go do this
Mm.
or I had to go
Hmm.
do that. And it was so much stuff that was cutting into what I felt really my purpose was.
Yeah.
So now that I'm in a place where I can just do do that, I'm like, I don't want to put nothing else or, put nothing else in the middle
That's right.
where
That's
it's gonna
right.
really cut into that. But no, I
That's
think
right.
it's dope, man. Just seeing your journey. You have the 2026 collab tour coming up.
Hmm.
I definitely want you to talk about that. But well, actually, yeah, let's go into that now. So the collab tour, what's
Okay.
happening with that?
The collab tour is I'm traveling city to city,
Okay,
state to state,
okay,
with um, either the dopest instructors in that city, the up and coming instructors in that city, or the next. Well, whatever this person is, we're just going to collab on the class, and classes, to bring more awareness to what that person is offering in their city and what they're doing in their city. And I want to use my platform, my influence to do that.
Now, I think it's amazing. It's good to see too that you're somebody who pretty much has your own empire, but now you're going out there and you're working with other people and other
Yeah,
trainers, other gym
yeah,
owners, and
yeah,
like that speaks volumes and it says a lot because you haven't, or at least I haven't seen this type of camaraderie in the fitness world, in the media world, kind of
yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen that very many places. So, like, how
Mhm.
important was it for you to set this up to really get out there and start working with other people?
Well, I mean, again, like when you see new projects or things that I have going on that I'm doing, it's not my idea, right? Because
You gonna take
I,
credit for, you gonna have to take credit for some of this, man. Like you
man,
got.
no, no, no. It's just that people are seeing things that can not only, people are seeing other things in me or from me that I can do or will do or should do,
Yeah,
and they come with an idea and we talk about it. We talk it out and we figure it out, whether it's a yes or a no. And with that idea, I was like, absolutely, I'll do it, because again, like, man, I don't see competition.
yeah,
I don't see competition. I don't see where I can work with somebody. I'm not worried about, oh, they're gonna take your people or your audience. They're gonna take that. I
right,
said,
right.
man, I'm
Well,
not.
see, that's
I
where I am
promise
on
you.
the media side, and sometimes I wonder, like, I might be shooting myself in the foot because I'm so willing and ready to work with everybody, and I'm like, I ain't got
Nah,
no competition, and I
man,
mean,
listen.
but I
No.
like collaboration.
Hmm.
Like I like collaboration, and the
Hmm.
reality is, like when I worked for some of the bigger names, and I mean, you know my background, so I mean, I've worked for Radio One, I've done
Yeah,
BET stuff,
yeah,
I've been with a lot of places, and the biggest issue is that nobody wants to work together, and I can't work in an environment where it's like every man for himself and dog eat dog, and like
yeah,
I need to
man.
be able
Yes,
to
yes,
work with people. So
yes,
what I'm
yes.
finding is I have far more success when I'm working with the King Chiefs and with the hashtags and with the big hefs and like all of the people here in the city who have
Hmm.
inspired me, with
Hmm.
what I'm doing. Like it's cool to be able to collaborate and work with
Hmm.
them and connecting with you and doing stuff and having you
Hmm.
on all, like you've been on pretty much every platform that I've had.
Yeah,
Even when I ain't feel like I was really doing shit, she was like, "Yeah,
yeah,
I'm going on. I'm here. Like, let's
yeah,
do it. Let's make it happen." And I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, this shit is kind of
yeah,
fucked up, but but it's cool though, man, because
yeah.
it helps. It helps
Mhm.
for somebody that's growing and trying to find their way. So
Yeah,
like I'm
cause man, I'm only this way because I used to be in your shoes, right? When I first started doing this, I remember writing a comment under somebody's post, saying, "Hey, help me." You know what I'm saying? Because I literally wanted some help. I needed some help, and I remember just being looked over and they replying to a person under me or above me
yeah,
and just not, leaving me out there. And I'm like, God, like, and I was like, okay. So, and the thing like this, man, is that when you put yourself out there, be vulnerable enough to
uh-huh,
ask for help
uh-huh.
and you
People
don't
will help.
get the help and you get shunned or you feel like, wow, slap in the face or whatever, like it can make you be one or two ways. You can be bitter so that when you do get on and you do become of a success, that you close the door behind everybody else, you're not helping nobody, or you could become better. So you could become bitter and not help nobody,
Or
or
you
you
could
become better and help everybody.
right.
And I told myself, I said, as soon as this happened for me, I'm gonna be the person holding the door open for everybody.
Yeah,
Because I know what it tastes like to ask for help and not get it. I know what it feels like to ask for help and not get it. So
yeah,
when I said, God, if you put me in this position, I promise you, I'm going to be a gatekeeper. And the gatekeeper is I'm going to be the person holding open this gate,
yeah,
not keeping people away from it, but
yeah,
keeping it open so
yeah,
that people
yeah.
can come in and do what you got to do because man, the only thing that people require, man, is that if you give me a little bit of information, I can tell you where to go that way.
Yeah,
But once you get inside of there, that's it. But go
yeah,
that way though. So you come to me like, hey, Philly, I'm lost. I'm trying to go to da 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 da. Go that way.
yeah.
And I, I
And
can
that,
I can do that. You still gotta do the work, but I can tell you, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't know where it's at. Come on, man. Like how hard is it to pay things forward? Because like I was the same way when it came to being a playwright. The exact same way, because I've always wanted everybody's stage plays to be successful, because this only makes people who come to stage plays wanting to continue to come to stage plays. Because
Absolutely.
if I come to your stage play and I'm turned off by it, I'm not supporting nobody else.
Absolutely.
I'm done. I'll wait till Tyler Perry come to the city. I'll wait till somebody that I know come to the city. I'm not supporting nobody else, no local
Right.
playwrights, nothing like that. So I've always went to every stage play because I've always wanted it to see it do great. Because when you win the audience over with your stage play, then God, they're gonna come to mine or they're gonna come to somebody else's. So it keeps I'm the same way when it comes to fitness. I want every trainer to be successful because it keeps the fitness community growing. It keeps the fitness industry growing. I don't
Absolutely.
want it to die off, because if it dies off, then it may affect mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I want everybody who is doing anything in the world, man, to be of success. Because when it does that, man, it makes this place that we stand in, live in, and be in, breathe in, a better place. I remember being interviewed by Channel 5 when they came to um, the gym one time, and the reporter asked me, it's like, man, how does it feel to see all the support and do all this? I said, isn't that how the world should be? And then she just looked at me like, wow. But that's how it should be.
Yeah.
It should be a support system for everything that everybody does. But no matter what it is you're doing, it should be a support system.
Hmm.
So it should be like this. I don't know another way.
Yeah. But without question, like people truly support you, man. From one
But see, I give it
entrepreneur.
back. I give it back. I give it
Absolutely.
back. Yeah.
Listen, trust me, I know firsthand that you do. And that's actually why I'm saying from one entrepreneur to another, man. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I know that regardless of anything, I would not be where I am without having met you and really
Thank you.
being able to, like, I'm trying to figure some shit out that I already know that you know how to do, that I said I was gonna contact you about, and I'm not even gonna put it here on this, but
Okay.
we're gonna talk about it because
All right.
I got something that I'm trying to pull off from my new workspace that I'm working on putting
Okay.
together. And I'm like, Philly Weeden know how to do this shit. And I already know you do. So I will be coming
Okay.
to you for that.
All right.
I just wanted to comment on the comment that you put up there. Come to Atlanta. I'm there all the time because my publicist is there. Actually, I'll be there on August 2nd because my birthday is the 5th. So I should be there probably for 3 or 4 days. And I'm doing photo shoots and she casts for some people, and it's a lot of stuff going on. But I will be there at the beginning of August. So I'm there all the time. You got a lot of comments in here, man. I know we're getting down to the end. I really wanted you to expound a little bit on how fitness community and culture have intersected for you, on your journey.
What you mean?
Just in essence, like everything that you do for the community, and then obviously the fitness work that you're doing, like how how has all of that really come together, basically as one? Like, how have you been able to combine all of that to move forward in your.
Um, well, I mean, I can say that I have dealt and continue to deal with like-minded people. Um, when it comes to either being a trainer, being an instructor, or being a gym owner. Um, like, if you're willing, again, to listen to me, I've always told people, man, I don't know everything, but the little bit that I know can take you a long way.
Absolutely.
And so it's like, if you just my thing is, I don't offer advice. I don't offer advice. I don't offer what you should do. I don't offer how to tweak it. I don't offer none of that. You have to ask, because I don't know. I don't know what you don't know. I don't know what you want to know until you ask. But if you're vulnerable enough to ask, I am vulnerable enough to give you the information that you asked for.
Absolutely.
So it's just that, man, God has put people in my life, around my life, around others, that's around me in their lives, that are like-minded. They want to see people be successful. They want to see people attain their goals. They want to see people live out their purpose. Because the hardest thing to do, man, is to find out. The hardest thing to do is to find out what your purpose is and to accept that this is your purpose,
Absolutely.
because your purpose may not align with the things that you want to do in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be willing to accept that this is your purpose. And I always give this example, you know, when it comes to, you know, a nurse. Everybody want to be a nurse because of how they get, I mean, they pay, right? They get, it's a guaranteed check. You get paid, you can get the hours, all that stuff. So, but me, I always say that in order to be a nurse, though, it's a heart thing. Because one day out of that week, you're going to be required to be a nurse. It ain't about that money. It ain't about that check. It ain't
Absolutely.
about this. So in order to be in a nursing field, it's a heart thing. In order to be a trainer, it's a heart thing. You have to in order to be a trainer, man, you cannot be a selfish person. You
Absolutely.
can't be a selfish trainer. You have to be a trainer who's willing to share the information of how to get it, how to work for it, how to achieve it, how to keep it. Like, you have to be willing, you have to be forthtelling in the things that you know so that people can feel like, I know it. That's why 80% of my clients become trainers, because they feel like I got all the information. I
Because
got the
it's
information.
amazing how many people that come to them classes and that are trainers at your gym
Yes,
started
yes,
as somebody coming to class to get in shape.
right. And
Yeah.
that, because the thing to them is, I'm about to use this. The thing is that they feel like they got the black print.
Yeah. Ah.
They feel like they know it. They feel like they're like, I got all this information, and I
Listen,
got
man,
all the
I ain't
information.
trademarked that yet, but I'm gonna go to the office on Monday because, like, you tripping already.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah, they feel like they know the information. So, and my thing is, I always tell people, man, there's a trainer for everybody. You
yeah,
know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like, I promise you, I don't want to train the world. I don't. I want to deal with who I need to deal with, and that's it. And so now, you know, if you become a trainer, you can help that person, and you become a trainer, you can help that person. So it's just like that. That's all I want to be around, is people, man, who was willing to share the information, give the information, achieve the information, accept the information, like regurgitate it and give it back out, you know, and all that stuff, man. It's just, you know, my son came to me and said he wanted to be a trainer. The first thing I asked him was why, and he was like, Dad, I just want to help people. And I was like, I can help you then. You know what I'm saying? Because if you came to me and said, oh, I want to be, you know, I want to have this, I want to get this, I want to buy, then like you said, you're only doing it for the money, and you're doing it for the wrong reason. So the real reason is, in order to be a trainer, you have to be a selfless person. It's a heart thing to be a trainer. It's a heart thing to work in any field in the world, or any industry in the world that involves helping people. Help the people. When you help the people, the benefits will come, but help the people. Be about the people first. And when you are about the people first, man, it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? It is beneficial, but you have to, number one, do it for that reason only,
Yeah.
and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, a lot of trainers, there's a trainer every day who want to be a trainer because they see how a trainer is living, or what a trainer got, and what a trainer, and you know how they look, and yeah, I want to do that. I can be a trainer because I can buy this and I can have this, and no, because again, I tell trainers all the time, man, it's easy to get a client. It's harder to keep a client.
It's hard to keep them. It's hard to keep them.
Yeah, it's easy to get a client. I can be like, I'm a trainer. Somebody's willing to give you a shot.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah.
But now, when it's time for them to pay again, are they believing that you can help them?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
who want to
Yeah.
get paid? Who want to get paid once and just be like, oh no? The whole
I mean,
point is,
it's a lot that goes into keeping the client, and it's not just
yeah,
about what
absolutely,
it's, and it's not just about their money. It's about whether, you know, they're remaining accountable, whether you're holding them accountable, so that then they're successful and they're actually seeing the
yes,
results that they're looking to see.
yes,
And it's not always, you know, wholly on the client as far
mhm,
as why they weren't successful.
absolutely.
So a lot of that goes,
They're only going to pay you so much to be their
absolutely,
friend. To be their
absolutely,
friend. They're only going to pay you so
absolutely,
much for your conversation. They're only
yeah,
going to pay you so much to have a breaks and to sit down and be chilling when they're around an
yeah,
atmosphere full of other trainers who are working their clients.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. Like, you have to be about your business first. Be
yeah,
about your business, and then whatever it is, it is. But be about your business first at all times.
yeah, absolutely. Um, One of the last things I wanted to touch on, well, first of all, I want to say I really love and appreciate the way that you have encouraged your son, like in becoming a trainer. And I
Mhm.
know y'all do a lot of posts and all that stuff, and you posted a lot of stuff just to really mark like the achievements that he's made, you know, in
Mhm.
becoming a trainer and becoming an entrepreneur. And I
Mhm.
think that's really, really dope because we got to see that. We got to see more of that
Yeah,
in our community specifically. Like, I
absolutely.
think it's really, really dope. And I try to do the same thing, with Elijah, like he's at Cleveland
Hmm.
State for electrical engineering and
Hmm.
going into his
Nice.
second year, and it's a lot of stuff that he's doing, and I try to do the same thing and be an encouragement. But we see
Hmm.
it, like we see what you're doing with your son, and it
Yeah.
like is I think it's really really dope. So
Oh,
like
that's a
kudos
blessing.
to
Yeah.
you on that, man.
Thank you.
It's a lot of random comments here, and I really wanted to hit on some of those. I mean, of course, Cat Queen is in there. She laughing at that Blackprint thing. Like I'm gonna have to go and get that trademark, man, because you
Yeah.
tripping.
Please do, man. Because
Like you
that's a
tripping
dope.
on me
That's dope.
already. Like
That's dope.
that'll be a
Please
way to
trademark it.
make some more money.
Yeah.
Oreen, if I'm saying that right, Oran McDonald said, "I want to be a gatekeeper."
Oh,
Said, "I want to be a gatekeeper and keep the
yeah.
gate open." I think that's dope the way that you said that. It
Yeah.
really played on the gatekeeper thing because a lot of
Yeah.
people talk about it, but we need somebody there to hold the gate
Absolutely.
open.
You need somebody there to hold it. I'm. Trust me. I want to hold it open. And if I ain't strong enough, whoever else help me hold this thing open.
Um, let's see. Cat Queen had a comment in there, and I said, "I'm gonna let Philly Weeden read this comment." I said,
Okay.
I'm not putting this comment out there." She said, "Okay, there's or Ready Red. That's who put that in there. Can you see that?"
Yeah. How do you stay so fine, fit, and fly?
I said I'm gonna leave that for Philly Weeden to read that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I stay fit because, again, I hold myself to a standard. I've accepted the responsibility that I am the standard. I want to just be the person, man, who leads by his actions and not his words. Because again, it's easy for a trainer to fall off. Because in their mind they just want to work. That I'm helping other people, so let me just train them, train them, train them. In a minute, you forget that you're a client to yourself. So I want to lead by example in that field. Now, fine and fit, I, I mean fine and fly. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't, I don't know. But thank you though. Thank you.
And then Sharon Renee, she just put a comment there. She said, "God bless them," respectfully, of course.
God did. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you.
Now, I think that everything you have done is dope, man. The last thing
Thank
that
you.
I really wanted to touch on the program that you do with university hospitals. I
Mhm.
worked at the hospital for 22 years.
Yeah.
Actually, when you do it at Bedford, that was the cafeteria, and my office was like right beside there. So like it
Okay.
was kind of I don't want to say nostalgic, but it was kind of cool because I've been working with the hospital since I don't know, it's been a long
Yeah.
time.
I mean, you told me when you came there. You told me that.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's cool to go to them classes, and it threw me off the first time I came because I was late and there was a girl there on the side, and I'm like, I just got to give my $5. I don't want him to think I'm scamming and just give my $5. And she was like, it's free, and I'm like,
It's free.
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope, man. And I think that's a good, that's a dope collaboration that you have with the hospital.
Absolutely.
So I really
Absolutely.
wanted you to just speak on that so that people knew what that was about. Because I think it's a lot
Okay.
of people who still don't know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, okay, that was a blessing in disguise because the person who orchestrated it, I know her, right? But I don't know her. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I know her from being around, but I don't know her like that. And I seen her at the airport. Well, she seen me at the airport when I was going to Miami a few years back, and she's like, "Hey, what do we do to book you?" And she was just talking just like that. What I gotta do to book you? And I was like, just go on my website, click booking, and that'll be it. And that was it. That's all I said. And got on the airplane. She walked away, and that was it. And then fast forward, man, like a year later, my manager reached out, was like, "Hey, university want to book you, and want to set up a contract to have you do class there." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it." And then when we got to the meeting, it was the person that was at the airport, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Wow." And she's like, "Yeah, this is what I was talking about." But she didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so that goes to tell you, man, that you just never know who you meet, how you meet them, and what
Yeah.
they're able to do for you. Because my
Absolutely.
partnership, man, has blessed me tremendously. Um, just face value when it comes to the health part of fitness. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't health conscious. When it came to fitness, to me, fitness was the outside. You know,
Yeah.
what you look like.
Yeah.
Do you look healthy? You healthy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
that was me
Yeah.
because as a trainer, you know, I always said this, man, that the fitness world is an imagery business. It's imagery. How do you look? You know what I'm saying? Like you're here for one first thing because you want to look like something. Great. I can help you with that. Now, other than that, I can't. On the inside, I really can't. You know what I'm saying? So when I developed a partnership with man, and they started doing screenings and all this, and I was holding up the flag for get screened, get screened. You know, I had to. That's me talking to myself.
Yeah.
You know, so when they did the health day in April last year, you know, and I was nervous because I'm not the type of leader who just say, let's go. I'm the type of leader to say, follow me.
Right.
Right. So, which means I had to get screened. I was like, I got to get screened because I don't want to say, everybody come get screened, go get screened, come get screened. Did you get screened?
And
And
you
I'm
have
just sitting
this.
back, not doing it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I said, I got to go. The people need to see me doing it. I need to do it no matter how afraid I am because I was. You know, before then I was like, man, the last time I've been to a doctor for screenings,
Yeah.
my mama took me.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I was a
Yeah.
teenager. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I was like, man, why am I so afraid? Because and the only thing is that I was afraid because no man or no woman, but no man wants to be told you're not Superman.
Hmm. But
You're
it's
not Superman.
but it's it but like, and I know you realize this, but it helps so many people to
Absolutely.
actually start going to get them screenings. To
Yes,
me,
it
it's
has.
the same thing as when Tom Joyner was doing take your dad
Take
to
a
the
friend to
doctor.
doctor. Yeah, yeah,
Take a
yeah,
friend to the doctor. Like, I think that that's dope, man. And
yeah.
we got to do more because it's so much happening in our community as far as heart attacks and
Man,
strokes,
listen, bro.
cancer.
I'm trying to talk to them every day.
Yeah,
You know, whenever I get a chance to where we can just figure out more. How can we do this? How
yeah,
can we make more people aware of what's going on and how the help that you all can provide and all that stuff? And they with it. You know,
yeah,
and I love it because ever since I've been screened and gotten screened, and I was in there just cheering like, oh my god, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I never knew it, but I was afraid, and then I had to tell myself. I said, let me chill out. I said, because there's some other people in here who's not getting good news. And I was like, let me chill out because in their mind, Philly, you are healthy. You're supposed to pass that test. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. And I was like, let me chill out. Let me chill out because I don't want to feel like I'm bragging in their faces or I'm
yeah.
being
Absolutely,
boastful. And I was like, let me chill out, and accept this news and just realize that there's a lot more people who need to get this kind of news. So
absolutely,
what can I do to help the people to get this good news? So
absolutely.
I've been on it, man. I've been on it, and man, I got my charts downloaded in my phone. I got it's dope. It's dope because I realized, man, that health and fitness is the
It go
exact
hand
same
in hand.
thing.
It go hand in hand.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So the partnership with them, man, it saved my life.
yeah.
It saved my life. It made me more aware of what people are really dealing with. We got boots on the ground now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, man, you have saved mine, like
Thank you.
in so many different ways. So I'm truly, truly grateful to you. Um,
Thank you.
this was cool. Like, I'm proud of myself because I ain't never
It's
kept an
cool.
interview to an hour. Like, I ain't
It's
never
cool.
kept an interview to an hour. And my next person, she texted me like, okay, I'm like, I'm coming, I'm coming. But I appreciate you so much for this opportunity, man. Like,
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
when I saw the stuff go out, I'm like, I'm on it. Like, let me send
Yeah,
my shit over. I'm on it. Like, I got to get
thank
them
you.
on the platform. Like,
Thank you.
you have helped me so much just in building this network and building what I have, and I can't be nothing but grateful and appreciative
Thank you,
to
man.
you. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
challenge myself to do all 3 classes in 1 week. Just because of this. Don't do that. Don't even do that. I'm a challenge.
Hey, I just want to see you. I just want to see you one time, man. Just one. Just give me one. I ain't asking for three. Give me one.
So listen, now that you doubting me, I'm gonna do the shit.
I ain't doubting you. I'm saying just give me a consistent one. Give me a consistent one. And then it'll turn into two. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with
Right.
one. It's
But
all good.
what you can't do is come down on Joy because I ain't appreciate how she came at me yesterday.
I
Like,
got you. I'm definitely gonna talk to her
she was
about
like,
that.
"Oh, so you ain't got time to answer my call, but you had plenty time to post Philly on Instagram." I said, "Okay, it's cool," but I bet you ain't
I
telling
got
him
you,
that.
man. I
So
got
I
now
so
she ain't telling me
obviously,
that.
well, I know she trained early in the morning, so I want to see
Yeah,
how she is when she on her way to court and how she feeling when she get on the FaceTime in the morning. So I'm
I
gonna need you
got
to
you.
do that.
I got you. I got you.
Listen, man, you got any kind of final comments, final words?
Man, thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for engaging. And I hope, man, I was able to give you more insight, if not just myself, on just how the world should really be like. Whatever you can take away from this, man, please take away from it. And if you need help, whatever, man, I promise I'm not hard to reach. I'm not hard to find.
Trust
If
me.
if I can't, yeah, if I can't help, I will. If
Yeah,
I can't, I'll point you to another person who can. And James, man, thank you, man. I hope
absolutely, man.
that this platform, this venture that you're on, man, becomes the thing that catapults your life.
It absolutely is, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's been a lifetime of wanting to do this. So,
good.
like, I mean, I've been doing it, but now I'm doing it. I feel like at the utmost because,
Yeah,
like, I've really recognized that this is it. Like, this is the passion.
good,
This is what I want to
good,
do. So
good.
it has come together. I appreciate you for everything. I appreciate everybody who has been here on the chat and keeping it engaged. I'm really, really grateful. I hate to cut us off so quick, but we got another show coming up. So you guys will see it go live on the website. If you're on the website, this is going to end, and then the next one is going to go live probably in about the next 2 to 3 minutes. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys are following Philly on across all social media. What's your social media?
Philly Weeden.
I know, but I need you to say it.
Everything. Philly Weeden, everything. Everything.
I know that, but I need you to say it though.
Yeah,
But
all things Philly Weeden.
I mean, clearly, I'm on there in your inbox, so I know your social media, man. But no, I appreciate it though. And we'll have you back on, man. I appreciate.
Yes,
Oh, I see you're doing the G. Are you doing G Cup this year?
No.
Okay, I thought I saw something attached to it. So okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I gotta ask Mike. I don't know.
Okay, well, never mind. It's all good. But listen, I appreciate you, man. We'll do this again. Thank you to everybody who's been here in the comments, and we're gonna get with everybody again soon. So everybody have a good afternoon.
All right, y'all.